Welcome to the world of learning, providing all career paths. Creating the excellent graduates, preparing students with skill. According to the international standard, to fulfill all learning desires. Walk with us, Suwandusit University, to further your professional journey. With more than 80 years of skillful experiences, Suwandusit University started as the first established home economics school in Thailand. Then was promoted to be a teacher's college with an aim to train professional teachers. At present, the university still keeps body of knowledge inherited from generations and further develops to be the identity excellence. Professional teachers with practical integrated knowledge is the main learning resource here at Suwandusit. We improve our graduates' competencies with the curriculum focusing on learning by doing, producing the standard specialists with outstanding personality in order to enter the labor market with job readiness and skills required. School of Culinary Arts, well recognized for the science of nutrition and home economics, which is originally the academic strength of Suwandusit. Faculty of Education, body of knowledge inherited since the Teachers College, especially the early childhood program with the nationwide network. Faculty of Nursing, the national standard curriculum certified by Thailand Nursing and Midwifery Council with the international qualified graduates. School of Tourism and Hospitality Management, outstanding personality and service mind as Thais, ready for the world market. Faculty of Management Science, the modern administration science, focusing on the creative collaboration and flexibility. Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, arts of learning, together with code of ethics to serve the society. Faculty of Science and Technology, windows to new experiences beyond modern technology for the outcome of excellent researches. Suwandusit operates the strong academic business focusing on enhancing practical experience for students such as our well-known home bakery shop, the Standard Hotel Suwandusit Place in central Bangkok, Suwandusit Pole, Law Utit Demonstration School, and other businesses that run and supervised by the management team who dares to be different and to make dreams come true. To be a part of change, Suwandusit strengthens and prepares the students to be a part of ASEAN community with activities allowing them to learn about differences, both socially and culturally, encouraging them to explore and reflect on different perspectives creatively and equipping them with important skills according to the professional standard criteria with an aim to better serve the regional labor market with qualified graduates to connect the education with world of working, to widen career opportunities and to strengthen the curriculum with academic collaboration projects. Suan Dusit is located in central Bangkok and has 5 main campuses in different parts of Thailand: Lampang, Suphanburi, Nakhon Nayok,
Selamat datang. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Suandusit University Trang Center. My name is Arya Yetpan, sophomore student from Tourism and Hospitality Management.
And my name is Wilawan Lungsawang, sophomore student from Culinary Technology and Service.
We'll be your MC for today.
Welcome all the participants to SDU and UUM Student Leadership Seminar 2020 on building leadership capacity and future leader.
This seminar helps for encourage academic cooperation between Suandusit University Trang Center and University Uttara Malaysia,
And to encourage student leadership development as well as English communication skill.
as well as to exchange culture and experiences between students and staff of Suandusit University Trang Center and University Uttara Malaysia. On this occasion, I would like to invite Mr. Songsakda Chianuklo, Deputy Director of Suandusit University Trang Center, to deliver an opening remark. Please welcome.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First, on behalf of Suandusit University, Trang, I want to give our warmest welcome to all the professors, lecturers, experts, and scholars here today. These seminars are one of the important academic collaborations between Suandusit Trang SDU and the University Uttara Malaysia, UUM. It helps us develop the ideas and strengthens relationships between our university. Today's seminar focuses on leadership development for the future. As a future leader, the ability to communicate across border and culture is important, and this gives us an opportunity to develop our communication skills. I hope that our students will be encouraged to share ideas and experiences with the UUM students. You are our future leader, and this is an opportunity learn from each other. Seeing all these bright young faces in front of me give me hope that you will lead the way into brighter future for all of us. Finally, I want to thank you as Associate Professor Dr. Batia Mohammed, Associate Professor Dr. Masida Ahmad, Assistant Professor Dr. Kwanhathai Cherchu, and the lecturers and scholars that will be leading this discussion today. I hope the seminar can serve as a window through which we can learn from each other and share ideas that we could important to produce future leaders at our own university. I wish the seminar accomplish success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Songsakda Chianuklo, Deputy Director of Sondusit University Trang Center, for deliberate and opening remark.
Then, I would like to welcome Associate Professor Dr. Batia Muhammad, Dean Student Development and Alumni, University Utara Malaysia, for the opening remark.
Okay, good morning to everyone. And also, I would like to thank the Suandusit University, especially the Deputy Director, Ajan Songsakda Cha Yunukro, and also our friends, Kitty, and all the lecturers from Suandusit University, because I think that we discussed about this program for 1 month ago, to arrange everything from the beginning, how we arrange the program, the student leadership seminar for today. So I also would like to thank to all my students from the Innovation Student Association, and also the delegation from UUM for the information. The delegation from UUM come from the variety of faculty and schools. So we bring them together, from the School of Psychology, School of Computing. We also have a representative from School of Multimedia Technology and Communication. So all of them are here now to share with the leadership seminar on student development. That is what we want to share between Suandusit and UUM in terms of how to enhance or to to enhance the student leadership in this region, especially in Asian region. So Suandusit and UUM has a long relation for the many programs. So our Deputy Director also is alumni from UUM. Then we have also many students visit UUM, and also UUM students coming here for the activities. If I'm not mistaken, in 2016, we have a big delegation from UUM coming here for the student program. So this is the second time for us to come again for the more structured program, which is that the seminar. In this platform, we can share the experience from the both university at the student level. So as a lecturer, some of us from the advisor for the student association, then I also working with student development for more than 2-3 years. Dr. Mazida also there, Dr. Rahayu also in the student development and international office now. So Cik Azhar also is one of the activists for student program. So here we want to discuss and try to share the idea how to get more collaboration between these two institutions. In the future, we hope that the student from Suandusit can come to UUM, and also we will come here again for the other activities. So this is one of what we call that the first step ahead. So for your information, on the 4th of February, last 2 days, we already renewed the MOU between UUM and Suandusit University. So I think that you can see from the slide that event just happening 2 days ago. So with that, we want more activities, more collaboration, not only at the student level, but we hope that we can collaborate beyond that student activities. Maybe maybe lecturer exchange, student joint publication, or maybe we can have like the joint publication or joint research in the future. So that is what we hope for these two universities can collaborate, can work together as a one in many programs beyond the student activity program. So in future also, I believe that because of Trang and UUM is not far away. We are not far, we are very close to each other. So from UUM to here, maybe it will take around 3 hours. So we can come out with many activities in the future. Then I hope that this is a platform for us to discuss, and maybe we can come out with many programs by this year. And the program should be the high impact. Then I also thanks to Suandusit University for keep supporting us in terms of the program. Yes, last year we have a ASEAN Youth Summit, University Summit. So we have a delegation from Suandusit Trang, and also we have delegation from Suandusit Lampang, and that is the good relation. So I hope that we still have this, try to maintain the relationship, then we can contribute more in the future. So that is what I hope for this program. So I don't want to talk long for this. So again, thank you again to Suandusit University, to the Deputy Director, to all the faculty members, university members of Suandusit. I think that is a very good, and we are very impressed with your welcoming, very warm welcome, because we are very impressed. All of us very impressed with the arrangement, the preparation, and everything. So for that, I end my speech. Thank you very much, and see you again. Thank you.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Bhatia Muhammad, Dean Student Development and Alumni, University Utara Malaysia, for the opening remark. Next will be the representation of Suandusit University.
Welcome to the world of learning, providing all career paths. Creating the excellent graduates, preparing students with skill. According to the international standard, to fulfill all learning desires. Walk with us, Suandusit University, to further your professional journey. With more than 80 years of skillful experiences, Suandusit University started as the first established home economics school in Thailand. Then was promoted to be a teacher's college with an aim to train professional teachers. At present, the university still keeps body of knowledge inherited from generations and further develops to be the identity excellence. Professional teachers with practical integrated knowledge is the main learning resource here at Suandusit. We improve our graduates' competencies with the curriculum focusing on learning by doing, producing the standard specialists with outstanding personality in order to enter the labor market with job readiness and skills required. School of Culinary Arts, well recognized for the science of nutrition and home economics, which is originally the academic strength of Suandusit. Faculty of Education, body of knowledge inherited since the Teachers College, especially the Early Childhood Program with the nationwide network. Faculty of Nursing, the National Standard Curriculum certified by Thailand Nursing and Midwifery Council with the international qualified graduates. School of Tourism and Hospitality Management, outstanding personality and service mind as Thais, ready for the world market. Faculty of Management Science, the modern administration science, focusing on the creative collaboration and flexibility. Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, arts of learning, together with code of ethics to serve the society. Faculty of Science and Technology, windows to new experiences beyond modern technology for the outcome of excellent researches. Suandusit operates the strong academic business focusing on enhancing practical experience for students such as our well-known home bakery shop, the Standard Hotel Suandusit Place in central Bangkok, Suandusit Pole, Law Utit Demonstration School, and other businesses that run and supervised by the management team who dares to be different and to make dreams come true. To be a part of change, Suandusit strengthens and prepares the students to be a part of ASEAN community with activities allowing them to learn about differences, both socially and culturally, encouraging them to explore and reflect on different perspectives creatively and equipping them with important skills according to the professional standard criteria with an aim to better serve the regional labor market with qualified graduates to connect the education with world of working, to widen career opportunities and to strengthen the curriculum with academic collaboration projects. Suandusit is located in central Bangkok and has 5 main campuses in different parts of Thailand: Lampang, Suphanburi, Nakhon Nayok, Hua Hin, Prajop Khiri Khan, and Trang. Also, the 2 learning centers in Bangkok. Today, Suandusit is ready to educate new ASEAN generations and step up to be the top university in the region. Welcome ASEAN and global community to the learning journey together. Open to worldwide broadened career opportunity with practical skills and professional experiences. Here, more than a degree certificate is offered, but a lifetime education. Suwandusit University.
Then we come to the plenary session. We have the keynote speaker, Associate Professor Dr. Masida Hamad, School of Computing, University Utara, Malaysia.
Dr. Masda Ahmad is an associate professor at the School of Computing, University Utara, Malaysia. Masda has been serving University Utara, Malaysia for 13 years. She teaches courses on advanced system analysis and design, information system development, information technology project management, knowledge management, and management information system. She has given trainings on Google Web Academy online professional training for students in higher education, and her research and consultation areas include software engineering, knowledge management, and IT in education. She is currently being involved in numerous international collaboration.
I would like to welcome the keynote speaker, Associate Professor Dr. Masida Hamad, School of Computing, University Utara, Malaysia, to deliver her speak on building leadership capacity and future leader. Please welcome.
Okay, a very good morning to all of you. Dr. Song Sadda, thank you very much for this lovely event. For all the lecturers and students from Swandusit universities, and also lecturers and officers and students from UUM. Okay, first of all, please not to be serious, okay? Smile, because you look too serious. Alright, just smile and relax, okay, students? Alright, okay, now this is, when I have been asked to deliver the speech about the development, there's a student development skill, so I choose this topic. So basically, we are not saying that we are the best example, right? But we just want to share with you what we are practicing in UUM, okay? So maybe we can share together how we can enhance the student development skill, right? Okay, maybe you have better, okay, you have better program. So maybe we can learn from you also, right? So my title is about, where is my title? Okay, harnessing knowledge to enhance leadership. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So this is my presentation outline about introduction, leadership skill, technical leadership skill, two dimension of knowledge, the model, the process, capacity leadership from knowledge, expected future leader, and also conclusion. So basically, my topic is about how important the knowledge in enhancing leadership skill. Okay, I will highlight about the knowledge and also the knowledge transfer from senior leader to young leader. So we will discuss later. Okay. Can I move that side? Right. Relax. Can I now? Okay. So. Awis tekan slide ke? It's okay. Awis tekan lah. Next ni. Okay. Alright. Okay. So how about it is about the leadership. Who is leader? Right. So the definition here, leader is someone who can influence others. Okay. And also has a managerial authority. So leader can influence. Leader is not like an instructor that instruct you. No, leader together with you. So this is different between leader and boss. Boss instruct you. Leader asks you. Okay. Alright, next slide. Okay, so these are the leadership skills. Among them are technical skills, interpersonal skills, conceptual skills, emotional intelligence, and also social intelligence. So in these all skills, so I will highlight about the technical skills because it is focusing on knowledge. Why knowledge is important to be a leader? So we will talk about this later. Okay, next slide please. Okay, this is about the technical skill of leadership. They have attitude, about know-how, know why, skill, know-how, and also knowledge, know what. So this is about leadership knowledge. So to be a leader, you have to be knowledgeable. You have to have a knowledge, alright? So in order to be a good leader, means you can transfer your knowledge to others. If you are a senior leader, you can make others as a young leader, so that in the future, the young leader can be a expert leader or senior leader. Okay, alright. So how to transfer the knowledge? How to make sure that your knowledge as a leader can be transferred successfully to your, to your young leaders. For example, you are senior student. So how you can lead your junior students as a leader in the future. Alright? Okay, so next slide. Okay, this is about the two dimensions of knowledge. We have tacit and explicit knowledge. So what is tacit? Tacit is your idea, your experience. Okay? And then as a young leader, I believe here most of the student is, senior student and also young student, right? Okay, so now you have knowledge, you have ideas, you have experience, you have expertise. And I also believe that you have experience in organizing any student activities, right? Okay, so from your expertise, from your ideas, how you can transfer to young leader, okay, or junior student. Or junior student, how you can get the expertise, the idea from senior student. Okay? Right, okay. So this is about tacit knowledge. And then we have explicit knowledge. Explicit knowledge means everything documented in numbers, in written form, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. So how you document all the expertise in a written document, in the written form, right? Okay, next. Okay, so basically Nonaka and Takuichi 1995 introduced this model. So socialization, externalization, combination and also internalization. So you have these processes to transfer knowledge from what we call it as an expert to novice, or from senior student to junior student, from lecturer to student, from expert to novice, from senior leader to young leader. Okay, so what is the socialization, externalization, combination and internalization? All these terms, what? Alright, so basically next slide. Okay, this is it is about the socialization. You have to socialize, informal or formal meeting. You have to socialize. Then you can get idea. Then you can get experience from your senior student or young student and junior student, senior student. Okay, alright. So you socialize. You share the idea. You share the expertise. You share the anything that you know, you can share, okay, through socialization. Okay, in our case, basically as Dr. Bahtia mentioned before, we have one big program. It is about Asian University Youth Summit, AUYS, last year. So basically what we have done before, it is about, next slide. Okay, sorry. I repeat again. It is an example for the socialization process. You can socialize, you can interact in classroom, in seminar or consultation. So you can get also the experience from the lecturer, or we call it as an advisor for the student club. Alright, okay, then next slide. Okay, this is an example of the socialization process. It is a discussion session in the program. So from this, you can get the idea, the expertise from other students, from other university, from other countries. See, you can you can exchange the idea. You can change maybe you can share about your culture. You can share how you organize student activities from this program. So be part of any student program, either locally or globally. Alright? Okay, and then part of the student activity, please involve in also, mobility program. Why mobility program? Because you can exchange idea with other students from other country. You can know their culture. Alright? So next slide. So this is the example of the mobility program that my student involved in Greece, socialization or interaction with the lecturer and also with the buddies. So from this, she can share her knowledge, and they can share their knowledge with her. Alright. Okay, next slide. Okay, and then the externalization process. So, okay, once you socialize, once you make an interaction, so you already get all the ideas, you already get all the expertise, you already get all the experiences. So, what next? So you have to document all that. Make sure you document it. So how to document? Of course, from everything in your mind, you translate into the written document. You jot down. It's not necessary that you have to write, you have to be documented in books, but also in other way, in other form. Like you record it, or you snap, a picture. Okay? Okay, next. Okay, so this is an example from the socialization process, and then you write, you record, and also you snap a picture. Okay, next slide. Okay, this is an example how. Just now, you saw the discussion, right? Discussion session. Now, from the discussion, then you document it. Okay, so that you can save for the future use. Next slide. Also, this is another form of the documentation. record. Nowadays, long time ago, we just jot down. Nowadays, use any IT devices, any technology, social media, and so on and so forth. So another thing is record. Alright? Okay, next. Okay, this is the another next phase is a combination process. So you have to combine all the ideas and make it as your knowledge. Now is your knowledge. From the young leader, from a junior student, you interact with the expert, you have to gain, you gain the knowledge from them, you have an idea, you have an experience. Now it will become your knowledge. So now you are senior student and also you are the senior leader. From the novice, now you as an expert. Okay? So next slide. So basically, this is the example. You refer to other sources like consultation, watching TV, classroom, browsing internet, because knowledge is not come only from lecture. It's not only about the academic. It comes from any sources. Any source. Alright? From the YouTube, from the social media, television, any. Alright? Okay, and then you document it into a structured knowledge as your knowledge. Right. Next. Okay, this is example of the combination. This is the representative from different groups in the AUYS, and they present their idea. I mean from different group, different background. Okay, so this you can refer as your knowledge. Right, next. Okay, the last one, the last process in knowledge transfer is an internalization process. Mean that one just now you have document all the knowledge. Now it is your knowledge. It will become your knowledge. So now you are expert. Before this, you are novice. You are a junior student. You interact with the expert, and then now you compile it, you document it, and now it will become your knowledge. So now you are expert. So every time you conduct or you organize the the activity, please document it, so that when we have a new student activity, so you can refer to the previous document. Right. Okay. So basically this internalization, so this is the visualize about how the internalization process. And next slide. Okay, so this is like a closing ceremony for the AUYS 2019. So when you go through all the process, so now you have new idea, you have fresh idea. So hopefully that after the program, every student here, when they go back to their university, so they can share with the students club at their university whatever idea, whatever experience that they got in these activities. Right? Okay. Next. Okay. This is once you have the knowledge, so of course you can be as a creative, team orientation, appreciate, tutoring, responsible, and teacher. Make sure when you get the knowledge, you teach others, you lead others. That's the good leader. Okay, not only for you, but for others. Okay, next slide. Okay, so this is the ability that you have for the future leader. Yes, as a future leader, of course, you have to, you know how to connect, it is like a networking. So I hopefully from this program, please, student UUM and also student from Suandu State University, please interact, please socialize, get the a name, get the phone number, so that you can have a networking. So maybe next time, if Swandusit University have program about student, and also UUM student have program, so that you can interact, you can inform. Okay, this is the the program, the activity that we want to invite you. Okay, please. Right, next slide. Okay, so the conclusion, I think it is more about the leadership, but again, to be a good leader, you have to lead, not to instruct, and also you can transfer your knowledge successfully to others. For example, from senior student to young student. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Masda Ahmad, School of Computing, University Utara Malaysia, for the speech.
We have the keynote speaker from Swandusit University. Dr. Kwan Hathai Cherchu is an assistant professor of the program of English language, Faculty of Humanity and Social Science at Swandusit University, Bangkok, Thailand. She had 19 years on teaching experiences in teaching English in early childhood and English for specific purposes. Her research interests include online language learning, computer-assisted language learning, socio-cultural theory, and dynamic assessment, teaching, listening, speaking strategy, blended learning, language and technology, and phonics in childhood. Her speech on topic of building leadership capacity and future leader. Please welcome.
I've come here to share the experience to working at Swandusit University, nearly 20 years to working at SDU University. Right. Today we are talking about the leadership. So all the people who are sitting here, right, to get ready to be a leader? Yes? Yes, of course. Okay, right, to move to next. If we talk about the leadership in 21st centuries, we have changed a lot. If we talk about the leader, it's not merely at the end of the top tiers of the organization, it's not only the CEO of that company or that organization, because nowadays the leaderships are included the staff or contractor or stakeholders or even the student or just the team members or student have to be the skills, have the leadership skills, right? And if we have to specify the leadership characteristics by yourself, how can you specify what kind of leadership are you? Yes, of course. I watch and read a lot of the books and I watch the YouTube from the CEO from the top leader of the world, and I have my own formula to be the characteristics of leaderships. The next before. Right, now back to, right here, now, yes. If we look at the characteristic of the leaders, for example, if you look at me, what kind of the leadership of characteristic I am? Can can you please pass the microphone to participants, please?
Very approachable.
Thank you. And anything else? Right. Thank you very much for your answer. And back to slide, then the last slide. Okay. Right. So we can specify the characteristic of the leader by skills. Do all the people or the participants who are sitting here, you are different skills, right? Some people are very good at in language, some people are very good at in computers, so some people are good at about the communicative skills, so the skills. And next, competencies, and plus experiences. The experiences from many situations that you have done from your work. And also, next, now we still. Right, and next is. Right, two. Right, two. Oh, right, two. Back to slide number 2. Thank you. So it doesn't work, right? Okay, thank you. There's slide number 2, and next slide number 2, sorry. Number 3, please, thank you. Right, here, okay. We talk about how can we specify the leadership characteristics. First, skills, different skills from each other, competency, experiences, and personality. Is that right? So, the personal, all of them equally a unique leadership style. So, look at you and look at your organization, look at your boss. What kind of characteristic of the leaderships of his or her is quite different, right? Even you're sitting here, the people is next to you is quite different, the unique, the leadership characteristic, right? Yes. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so today I would like to just, there are many kinds of the style of the leaders, but today I just bring only 2 types. The first type is strange characteristic, and the second type is warm characteristic. Okay, we move to next slide. If we talk the first characteristic, strange, look at the red words. Red word is the key words of the characteristic of the leadership of strange leaderships. The strange leadership strange include individual intelligence, problem solving, strategic perspective, technical and professional expertise, goal setting, time management, analytic capability. But strange characteristics of the leaders are limitations. So let's see what the next of the warm characteristic of the leaders. Next slide, please. Okay, there's a leadership warm. Look at the red words, it's quite different from the last slide. The leadership warm include an individual truthfulness, empathy, respect for others, social support, honesty, approachability, and collaboration, ability to inspire, effectiveness. Also, you can, and also it's how in the situation application, not informal classroom setting, how can individual performs. So the leadership characteristic may be tone of their voice, and authentic smile and validation and other feelings. So, if you look at yourself too, you are strange or warm leaders, or both. In some situations, you have to be a strange leader, and some another situation like you have two sides, right? You have to take a role of the warm leaders, right? Okay. Me too. I take two. But today, I take a role of the warm leadership to your all the participants too. Okay, next slide. We are talking about the 21st century skill. That's basically all the future, all the people who have to work in this world in the 21st century. Some people still think of the 20th century skill. But today we live in 21st century. Three basically is you must have it necessary needs. First, critical thinking, collaboration, and communication. And still the last slide, and communications and creativity. You can look at the collaboration. The collaboration, what skill are they? Leadership, right? It is basically of the people who are in 21st century. Collaborative, flexibility. Flexibility is necessary for nowadays because the knowledge, all the things that change dramatically, change rapidly, so we have to get ready to change. So why the leader have to be a flexibility, responsibility, productivity, feedback, and collaborative using digital media and digital data. And creativity too. Creativity, this is like important to make a people different from the AI. Do you know the AI? The AI, the artificial intelligence. Some people, I think, some people fear to the future, fear to the machine come to replace the human worker in the future in the next 10 years. But I think the AI is not to we don't need to fear of the AI, because I think the AI it a good machine to run the business, but the human don't need to compare with the machine. There's some other thing the machine cannot replace. The human. Do you know what is that? What is that? Do you know Jack Ma? Jack Ma, the Alibaba. I just watched the video presentations of the Jack Ma, and he talked about the AI and the machines. And he said, IQ, do you know IQ? And EQ, which one is the most important for the leaders? EQ, and what else? IQ. You say EQ. Okay, but the Jack Ma say LQ is the most important. What is LQ is? LQ, what LQ is? LQ. LQ. Do you want to ask? IQ and EQ is important, but the LQ, the machine, and the AI never replace. Yes, of course. The LQ is the Q of love. They're the Q of love. Because the Jack Ma say the love will come from the heart. The machine never replace the human heart. So in the next future, the people or the university have to learn something about the LQ, learn to share, learn to love each other, learn to care the thing to other that the machine cannot do. That's why we don't not to fear for the future. The machine cannot replace the things. Okay. Next question. Okay. We are still in 21st century. This is differentiations between the leaders from 20th century and 21st century. If you have a look at the red one, it's 20 over the past leaders, and 21st century nowadays or in the future leaders, The first, the information source, and another five, share purpose, top-down, hierarchical, and collaborations. Collaboration is quite different. Today, you can look at many company, the big company of the world, they have the cooperation to work together to run the business together. For example, Microsoft and Sony. Yeah, they have cooperation to run the business together. And what else? PlayStation and Xbox. They run the business, they have cooperation, but they have different target group of people. And next, lever for the personal credentials. But today, in the 21st century, they trusted authenticity and agility. Communicating one way. In the past, one way, but nowadays, today's communication, two-way communication. Leading to technology and the tools. And another side, 21st century, integrating business and part of work. Measure activity and measuring impact cooperation. This is different from the leader from 20th century and 21st century. What's next? Right. So, what is the leadership development? I bring to 4 important visions: communication, interpersonal style, and problem-solving decision-making. But may I plus, problem-solving is too simple nowadays. You have the skill of complexity, problem-solving. Right, next slide, please. Then also, the good leader needs strategic thinking, planning, delivery, the people management, the change management, communication, and persuasion and influence to encourage others to help you achieve to your vision. Demonstration is advantage. Okay, right. The people management is quite different and very important too. The good leader not bring the smart people work for them, but the good leader have to bring a smart people, work with smart people, work together and work for them, right? That is a good leaders. Okay, next slide. So, this is essential leader skill, communication, motivation, feedback, positive, and creativity. Next. Right. Okay, right. I have one question to ask all the participants here. But I already asked you for the second question. I would like to ask you what the digital age affect leadership. How? Right. Do you know the AI come to very taking a part role of in the working place, but the leader do they need to how to construct the AI, to construct the application, but they don't need to that the deeper skill. They just like to know how to integrate the AI, how to integrate technology take into the past, take into the road, take into the working place, and that's it for the leaders, right? Okay, and we already talked about the IQ and EQ and RQ as well. So I move to the next. Okay, so next slide, please. Next. So, for my conclusions, I have conclusion for 12 conclusions, but today I need 13 conclusions. So one of you have to create one conclusion about the leadership, but I tell you what about the 12 conclusion. Number 1, the leader right thing to know what to focus on. Is that true? Yes, okay. Keep the focus on, know what the straight, go to the point, and keep to do the thing on the lighting of the focus. Number 2, the leader have proactive activity, create healthy and happy work environment. Is that true? Have you seen the leader complain employees? Never. Why are you laughing? But the good leader never complain the employee, but they tell the employee how can do your work, how to get better in your work. Okay. Number 3, the leader delegate task completing. And truly touch your team and delegate task to your team. What is delegate? Always the leaders have the too many tasks come out in one time. So how can they get done and get to complete all the tasks? The leader have to know delegate to all the tasks to the team leader and have to trust in the team workers too. Number 4, the leader do what they expect others and then gain the respect from their team, make employee feel comfortable. Right. Number 4, leaders are accountable. What does accountable mean? Accountable means the leader have to accept the good thing and also they accept the mistake and then you take a credit, right? If you're not accountable, you can't get the credit and you have to, if you account from the accept the mistake and learn from the last mistake too. So you get the accountable first and you get credit from that too. Number 6, leaders are decisive, tough decision, make the right decision and confident in their decisions. Is that right? Are you agree? Right. Okay, number 7, the leader do and bring people up to bring the people up to create the new generation to try to get the employee to get a better life, to bring all the people up. Okay, this is the good leaders. Number 8, the leader contribute social responsibilities. Is that true? Is that true? Yes, okay. The leader's social responsibility because the leader always to speak responsibility. You have to care of the social, the care for the others too. Number 9, the leader accountable for success and failures, to learn the past mistakes and accountable too. And number 10, leaders always think outside the box. These things make the human different from the machines. The creativities is the most important skill for 21st centuries. Okay, be creativity and visionary. Number 11, leaders are approachable. What is approachable? Approachable. The employee can come to talk and come to discuss and come to say something about I think can come to talk, come to discuss with the leaders. This is the leaders are approachable too. Number 12, lifelong learning. Lifelong learning is important too because if you graduated from the university not guarantee you got the job right now. Okay. It does agree. So it's lifelong learning. Over the past, you learn to work, right? To learn to work. But nowadays, you work to learn and learn, continuing learning. Have you heard from the news, from the international, some the big company, they don't care about the certificate, don't care about the bachelor degree, what are you graduate from the university, but they look at and recruit the person from the mindset of people, do you know what the mindset is? What the mindset of that people. That's why the lifelong learning is the quietest important skill for the leaders. Okay, I think I have on 12 conclusions from. So you have to make your number 13 conclusion for the skills, the important skill, the important tip to be a good leader. Okay, they need. Okay, right.
Aye.
Number 13.
Yeah, my name is Achan Azahar. So I will add another leader, number 13. For me, the leader should have tolerance, especially on aspects of politics and everything, because different people, different cultures.
Right, to
Tolerant in terms of your decisions.
decisions.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Number 13. Thank you. And another number 13 of the leadership of to be a good leader.
Hi, good morning. I'm Rajwani from UUM. I will give my number 14 about leadership, just as a conclusion. For me, leadership can grooms, learn and develop. For student, how to groom, develop and learn the leadership is by involve the activity not as a participant only but as a leader. So through you lead the activity, you can develop, you can groom your leadership. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I totally agree with that in terms of in the classroom setting, right? So number 13, number 14, say number 15.
Okay, I'm Justly from University of Utara Malaysia. So I think a leader should have human touch so that all the staff love him or hers. This is very important. Human touch is very important.
About a human.
Because leader is not a boss.
Yes.
Thank you.
Right, I'm agree with that too. Because if we have that skill, we don't fear in the future the machine never come to replace over the human workers if we have that skills. Okay, right. Number 13, conclusion. Number 14, number 15, and number 16, please.
Okay. Okay, good morning. I'm Sawapan Palasuwan. I'm a lecturer in Suwandusit University. For me, I think leadership is don't give up or attention. So because even though we, several times we fail, but if we have attention to do something or achieve, so I think in some day we can achieve it. So for me, it's don't give up.
Thank you. Yes, of course. Don't give up. So you have to keep focus. The focus, if you know what the goals, you have to succeed, have to meet requirement, have to meet the focus that you expected. Right, agree. Number 16, thank you. What next? Number 17.
Okay, sorry. So I'm from University of Utara Malaysia. So for me, the conclusion about it is leadership is actually, leaders should give a very good examples to the others, because we know that the most appreciated and the most valuable gift for a leader is just to give a good example to others. So I think leaders should give a very good example, not being very bossy, just like, it's a very good, just like that. Thank you.
Right, I agree with that. So that's why the leaders, the leader have to be approachable, and also to back to that slide, to can approachable, not too bossy. If you have the bossy, something like that, you are in 20th century, right? But now in 21st century, you have to learn to have collaborative working together. Even I give you the example of the big company of the world. The Sony is the big company, right? And Microsoft is also the big company. They can work together, they can run the business and grow up the business together, but a different target, right? So it's Yes, of course, I agree with you. Okay, this is the new generation. So the new generation, they have something different. Look at the different from my generation. In my I already talk about my colleague at the university. They and I fear to the future, the machine, the AI, the artificial intelligence to come to replace the lecturer in the university. But we back to the student, and are you afraid to the future? No. To say no, because they know the future is the opportunity. That's why the new generation not afraid to the futures. So, but now I'm trying to not afraid the futures too. Right, number 17 conclusion they are. Number 18 conclusions. Right, please.
Okay, thank you. So I just want to add another point, which is about important characteristic, which is communication. So a good leader need to have a excellent communication with the subordinates, like the people are below him or her. So for example, if they they don't know about doing stuff, so the leader need to show the way instead of just like complaining or maybe getting angry at them. And also, so the like Steve Jobs, for example, he is very strict about the subordinates below him. He makes sure that the subordinate give excellent commitment. So it is important, communication. The leaders need to stay up to date with the people below him. That's all. Thank you.
I agree with that. The communication or communicative skill are quite different for 21st century too. And nowadays, all the participants in this seminar room, we use the communicative skill in English language, right? So the English language, they are 1.8 thousand million to speak English, the top number one to speak English in the world. And the top two, what languages do you know? The top two. Chinese language, yes, 1.3 thousand million around the world. So the communicative skill is quite different. The communicative skill in negotiations is quite important to negotiate, how to negotiate the customer, how to negotiate to the others to go to meet the success, to meet the focus of our focus, right? Communicative skill. And we have the last. I like to hear the voice from Thai students from the Trang centers. The last. Okay, right. So I think today we have only 19 conclusions that we love to share, because I only have 12 conclusions. And today I have another 7 interesting conclusion about how to be a good leadership. So to move to the next, right. So today I would like to thank you very much. And we can keep in touch each other, because the leader have to be approachable too. You can contact me online on the Facebook too, because the Facebook, it make a small world. Can we keep in touch? We meet each other. This is my Facebook and Line application. And also, we would like to thank you very much again for sharing the knowledge, the sharing skill, the sharing the experience from each other among two university, Sundusit University and Utara University from Malaysia. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Assistant Professor Dr. Kwan Athai Chechu for the speech.
Then we are going to have the tea break, which located outside at the right wing of the auditorium. There are restrooms at the back. We will have 20-minute break. Please be back 10:45. Thank you.
Guys, we're going to start our sessions in a few minutes, so please be ready.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Now we're going to have a panel discussion on building leadership capacity and future leader. For the topic, we have chairperson representative from University Utara Malaysia, Mr. Asaha Kasim. Please welcome.
Everybody, come on the stage. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Sawadee Krap. My name is Azaha. I'm a senior lecturer from Faculty of School of Multimedia Technology and Communication, University Utara Malaysia. Thanks again to Achan Dr. Song Sakdar, Achan Panachai, and my colleagues, Associate Professor Dr. Bakhtiar Muhammad. Pom Che Achan Azaha from Mahawidyalay, Utara Malaysia. Put tie-dye นิดหน่อย Okay, we start our parallel session for today. We have 4 speakers, 2 from University Utara Malaysia, 2 from Sondusit University, and then they have only 10 minutes each presentation, and then also you have Q&A about 5 minutes. You can do it after the presentation, or you can do it after the presentation. I will call them one by one to make sure that they deliver the presentation to all of you here today. The first presenter is from University Utara Malaysia. Is my friend. Her name is Dr. Rohayu Ahmad. She is a senior lecturer from School of Computing, University Utara Malaysia, and then she has a PhD from the area of information system. I think more related to Sondusit School of Computing, and then her area of research is social media and online community. And then please welcome Achan Dr. Rohayu Ahmad.
Okay, thank you again to all the professors from SDU, Ajan, all Ajan, respective lecturers, and of course, all my beloved students. Okay, so thank you, Ajan, for the introduction. So I'm going to start on my talk on development of student leadership skills and identity. Okay, since the audience are mostly students, I will share some practical things that you can start doing now if you have not been doing, and hopefully you are a leader in some way. Okay? Next, please. Okay, before we move on, I would like to share my personal opinion on leadership. Okay, I personally like the black one. True leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders. Okay, this is what I strongly believe. Because if you are a leader and you want only the best people under you working for you, you are not a great leader. Okay? So a great leader is supposedly to train a newbie to become another great leader. Okay? And another leadership that I like, so all of you can be a leader in some way. If, slide please. Okay? If your actions inspire others to dream more and learn more and do more, you are already a leader. Okay? So I believe each and every one of you in the hall can be a leader in some way. Okay, next please. Okay, my colleagues and my keynotes from SDU and also Dr. Mazida has shared a few qualities of leadership. So this might be overlapping, but these are the skills that you should acquire to be relevant in this Industrial Revolution 4.0. Okay, the first one is actively agile. What does it mean? You need to be fastly adapted to your new environment. Okay, you need to be adaptive to your new environment. Tech savvy, related to our keynote just now, you need to integrate technologies and so on in your business operations. And this is the human perspective. You need to be humbly confident. You cannot be a dictator. Okay, you have to ask your workers in a nice way and bring up them together to achieve the objectives. And then you have to be flexible, almost the same as agile just now. Intuitive and visionary. You have to be able to foresee the future, okay? And the risk, especially when you are leading a company or even a student association, you should foresee the risk. For example, you are organizing event, what will happen if the microphone is not working, okay? If your team members is sick. So all of this you need to have intuitive and also visionary. You have to be courageous, brave enough to venture into new things, into new area. Of course, collaborative will remain from before. You need to be able to cooperate between each other. And this is what our keynote is talking just now, emotional intelligence. Because you want to bring people to work under you. Okay, so you have to attract them. You have to understand them, giving a person approach. And because we are in the multinational, multi-global area, you have to be culturally intelligent. Like when you go to Japan, time is number one, okay? So if you want to have an investor from Japan, you cannot be 1 minute late, okay? So these are cultural knowledge that is very important to be a good leader, okay? Next. So the rest of my slide is talking on, I have elaborated just now what are the skills. So these are very practical things you can start doing in your campus. And some of the Innova students has acquired these skills. Okay, how to develop those skills. So the first motto is always engage yourself performing meaningful tasks. Okay, so here, this is, I adapted from a master thesis in the Finland University, but I believe that it's relevant for all of us. Activities can be volunteering activities, such as you volunteer in elderly house, you volunteer during a semester break in a disability house, okay? Second is part-time job. It looks like very simple, but from doing part-time jobs, you learn how to be patient, you learn communication skill to deal with customers, okay? And then, of course, full-time job. Okay, you can work in some campus, you can work in the library and so on. Okay, next, please. Okay, these are the words by my students from Innova. So they have engaged in several volunteerism activities. The upper one, they hosted a big conference for the Asian. And the second one is, I think, volunteerism in Cambodia. Okay, so I have asked them what they have gained from these activities, how it contributes to the leadership. Okay, so one student mentioned that volunteering in Cambodia develops my leadership skill through handling uncertainties, give me knowledge about the society and their lifestyle. Okay, so this is about visionary. This is about cultural intelligence that you can acquire. Another student said that hosting a big conference like I use is a test of collaboration and management skills. Okay, so while organizing a big conference, you will learn a lot of leadership skills. You have to be persuasive to get sponsor and so on. All right, next slide. Okay, so that is how you can gain leadership by performing tasks. The other one is through your academic programs. Okay, so number one is you can take optional studies. So for example, you are a bachelor in computing. You can always take additional course, let's say Mandarin language, okay, to have another bonus of communication skill. Okay, the second one is study abroad programs. Okay, this is student exchange programs. And the third one is through student organizations. Next, please. Okay, so this is what an example. If you participate in association, there are a lot of leadership skills that you can acquire. So for example, you can see here our association here, Innova. They organize this Asian University Youth Summit. So they have to work in a collaborative manner to capture 200 Asian participants. And they have to use negotiation skill, persuasion to get 27K of sponsorship. Okay? So there are a lot of leadership qualities that you can acquire, but you really have to participate in order to treasure this experience. Next, please. And who knows, you can achieve this award. You know, for example, they got this award in 2019 as the best association. All right, next. Okay, this is a bit casual, but you never realize it. Okay, so you guys should pick up a hobby and rock it. Be your best at it. Okay, so for example, chess. It can develop your IQ. Okay, so hobbies can also be meaningful to you guys. Dancing, how can it be useful for your leadership? Okay, it trains you all to have discipline. And collaborative, if you're not collaborating with your dancing partners, everything will be in chaos. Okay, so these things looks very simple, but actually if you treasure it, it can add to your personalities. And the other one is football, sorry. Okay, so being a captain in a football, for example, is a testament of your leadership also, whether your teammates will listen to you or not. Okay, and how do you strategize for winning? So these are common leadership qualities that you can acquire. Okay, next. And of course, by participating in exchange programs. So as my friend also shared some of it. So these are our students. The first one here, the Korean one is University of Ajeou, Korea. Okay, and our student participate in German university. This is Cho University. So mostly students came back from this student exchange, have a fresh perspective. Okay, and while having your student exchange program is a testament of your skills. You have to adapt to a new environment. Okay, so that is one of the skills I mentioned just now, agile, flexible. If you are not flexible of eating Korean food versus Malaysian food, you know, it's very hard for you to entertain customers later. Okay, and also a lot of other skills that you can acquire, especially communication. You learn how to be adaptive with a different culture, okay, and survival skill, how you adapt to a new environment and so on. Next. Okay, I'm going to end my presentation with this word, especially for you guys. It's never too late to be who you might have been. Okay, so don't think that you never hold any positions before, it's too late for me. You can start now, okay? And the other one, fill your life with experiences, not things. Have stories to tell, not stuff to show. Although I like to show some stuff also,
but give more stories, okay? Okay, so that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Achan Ayu, nickname Achan Ayu. The full name Achan, Dr. Rohayu, nickname is Achan Ayu. Thank you very much. Sharp 10 minutes. Okay, thank you. Next we call Amirul. Last time is Naksiksa. I mean that last time is Achan. Coming we have Naksiksa very young, you know. Law, okay. Okay. We're talking about student leadership, I think. The topic is leadership personality within student association. And then Amirul is Nasiksa from Bachelor of Science Information Technology, the same with Achan Ayu. And then University Utara Malaysia. And then he loved to do coding such as JavaScript, Python, and then he more good on system and software. So please welcome Naksiksa Amirul Lokman Abdul Hisham, nickname Mirul, right?
Thank you to Mr. Azhar. So, Sawadikap, Subadimai. Okay, that's the two words that I learned just now in Thailand. So, I will present in English instead of Thailand. So, before I go to my presentation or sharing about leadership, so today's theme is about building leadership capacity and future leaders. So before I move to the topic given, I would like to thanks to Mr. Bhatia because Dr. Bhatia because giving me an opportunity to talk and sharing about my knowledge. So my name is Amirul Uman and I am 20 years old and currently doing Bachelor in Science Information Technology in UUM. So what is leadership? As we know, leadership is not the same like boss. Some people assume that leader and boss are the same, but no. Leader, they lead the way, but boss, they give order and they only sit and just order what to do. Like, for example, a boss like this. For example, boss will say like this: "You do that," and he do nothing. But leader, they lead the way. They will help others to do what they're supposed to do, right? So another example is leader, they are listen more than they talk. But boss, they talk more than listen, right? And last but not least, for example, is leader takes responsibility, but boss, they will put blames on others. Like if someone made mistake in organization, leader will take responsibility for that kind of everything mistake that they have been done, right? But boss, they will put blame that why you do this, why you did this. This is your fault. This is your fault. Do this. Okay. So we move to introduction. So given topic that about leadership personalities within student organization, personality. What can we define as personality? Personality is the combination of characteristics and or qualities that form an individual's distinctive character. This means that if I have one characteristic such as I am hardworking and I am smart. So when we combine that two characteristics, we can we can conclude that is my personality. So I am hardworking and I am smart leader, right? Okay, so for another words for personality is character, persona, nature, and identity. Okay. So everyone will say that if someone have position in organization, they are the leaders. But no, everyone is a leader, even though you have no position in organization. As in Muslim, our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that, "Kullukum ra'in wa kullukum mas'ulin an ra'iyati." That means that everyone is the leader. So in our life, if we don't lead ourselves, how can we manage to reach the goals or what we have set for our life, right? Okay. Okay. So, who do you think that have the personalities as a leader? So, who do you think have the best personality as a leader? For me, I adore Steve Jobs because he have so many personalities in himself, right? Like he are very strict and very good in managing their company. So from Apple computer that we at the left logo, that is the first logo for Apple company. And until now, Apple company has become the successful company in the world, right? So we can see that from revolution of phone, from iPhone until now, iPhone 11 Pro, we can see that Apple company are very good in leader. So as we can see, the leader of the Apple company right now, they are developing so many new technology for our life, right? So next slide, please. So I want to share 7 personality traits of outstanding leader that I gained from success.com. There are 7 traits. So firstly is learn to be strong but not impolite. So as a leader, we must show that we are strong and must not be impolite. This means that a leader must be polite with everyone because everyone will respect a good leader and a talkative leader and very approachable leader, right? So next is learn to be kind but not weak. Many people think that if we be too kind, we are weak. But no, being kind to everyone is need to be in every human because kindness can make someone feel easy to us, right? So third is learn to be bold but not a bully. So as a leader, we must be bold and firm and not to bully our staff or employee or such else. So fourth is learn to be humble but not timid. So when we have a position, higher position, for example, I have experience being a president in school librarian when I was in high school. So being a president, I think at some of time, I have like, I have power. I can order anything to do, like, hey, you, do that. I just only sit on the chair and look everyone do their job. But no, we must lead. We must lead our organization to do what to do. Okay, so next is learn to be proud but not arrogant. So we can be proud. We can be proud of ourselves, but don't be too arrogant because arrogant is not good. We can be proud as we can make everyone feel like, okay, our organization will be successful because our leaders are good and our leaders are very determined to achieve the goals. And next is to learn, develop humor without folly. This means that leader must not be too strict, like don't be too serious. Like everyone just now, are not serious, but like happy. I don't want to be serialization with this because being being too serious is like boring, right? So, and the point is not without folly means that we must be fun. We must be a leader that make fun, like we can make jokes, but don't be too foolish because we must show that we are professional leader, right? So last but not least is learn to deal in realities. So a leader must deal in realities mean that we cannot like imagine that we can be success, but we must deal it with realities in what we are in right now. So that all the 7 personality traits that we can be follow and learn. So next slide. So for the conclusion, as we know, we are all a leader, right? Leader for ourselves, leader for our organization, leader for our company, leader for our university, and so on. So being a leader, we must be a good leader, and that must produce a good outcome for our organization. So the skills that work well for one leader may not work for another. That means that the skills that we have, for example, in this organization must not maybe not suitable, but for another organization it is suitable. So we must be flexible with our life, and then to be a better and outstanding leader, need to experience and learn a lot of things, because everything that we gain can be useful either to our life, community, and organization. So experience and learning is very important to our life. So learning process is a process that happen until the last breath of our life. So good leadership leads to good outcome. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Amirul. Okay, don't worry. We will be giving you a time to write any question that you want to ask. We open to the floor after we finish the 4th session of presentation, because right now I cannot wait until the 3rd speaker. She's very beautiful. So Magma, she's currently a student in Tourism and Hospitality Management, Swandusit University Trang Center. She have experience in MC, wow, modeling, beauty pageant, wow. In Malaysia, put Malay, they call Ratu Cantik. In Malay, they call Ratu Cantik, okay? For many stages, she have done her research on development guideline for health tourism, case study, Kantang Hot Spring Trang in Thailand. Please welcome Ms. Pia Tida Seng Luang. Very to the floor, all right?
Test. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Piyatida Seng Luang. I study tourism and hospitality management at Swandusit University Trang Center. Firstly, I would like to talk about the challenges for future leaders. The dictionary defines leadership as the art of motivating people to act towards the common goal or act to inspire other people through their presentation of ideas. Leadership plays an important role in the future, which can help to inspire individuals to achieve their goals. The leaders in the future need to have the following qualifications. Number 1, they must have an adaptive mindset. This means when they encounter new problems or diversity, they have to be able to adapt in order to solve the problems. Number 2, motivate human engagement. The future leaders have to be able to stimulate human engagement and build trust among people in order to motivate participation and leadership. Number 3, the future leaders have to be able to create changes. The leaders need to initialize changes and develop and put into action new ideas. Number 4, leaders need to be self-aware. They have to realize their strength and weakness in order to maximize sales capacity for being a future leader. Number 5, networking and collaboration. Future leaders have to be able to create networks and collaboration with organizations, as well as use social media as a platform of networking and collaboration in the future. Finally, future leaders have to have good communication skills. In the future, there are many tools for the leaders to use as a medium for communication. The leader needs to use them effectively to communicate and inspire others. Secondly, I would like to discuss the meaning of peace, which is the important word for every leader. Peace is a situation where there is no war or violence or conflict between people living in friendliness. Peace has to be concerned for all humankind and should be maintained by all the people from around the world. People want to be happy and have freedom. People don't want to live in fear of war and unrest. And future leaders need to instill peaceful ways among the people. Leaders of peace building are enablers of development, security, social and economic justice, and reconciliation. Leaders should be involved contributing toward peace. By creating positive peace, inspire people to do good things for our world. It's needed to do good things for our world. It's needed to be protective with intentional practice thinking, knowing and acting according to belief of successful and peaceful life. Finally, I would like to discuss global leaders. Global leaders are the individuals who create positive change in the world by building communities around them and developing trust among multiple cultures. Global leaders have to have specific skills in order to perform duty. Global leaders have to enable community appropriately in intercultural attitude. They have to be open-minded to understand difference of people. Global leaders have to think globally and widely to consider the entire world and acting high performance to impact the others in a positive way. As we live in the digital era, the global leaders have to be able to use technology in support themselves as the global leader to share the idea, to inspire people to positive manner. Finally, sharing leadership. Global leaders have to learn to decentralize the power of sharing their leadership with others in order to motivate leadership among others and stimulate them to work together the common benefit of our world. I would like to conclude by leaving you with this thought from Nelson Mandela. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy, then he becomes your partner. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, my pretty lady. Okay. We should have lovely seminar, not too serious. When you are serious, your brain cannot be think very well. Okay, now we have presenter number 4. The different characters of him is a chef, currently student at Culinary Technology and Service on the seat, Trang Center, but interest on music and sing the song. Okay, you can see the different characters of him. And then he is interested in music, singing as well, MORPG game, all right? And then he also like to travel many different places to discover new experience. And then just now I just said to him, relax, just talk whatever that you want, and then you can. Don't be serious. So welcome, Mr. Tirapat Sukpanon.
I've been thinking, in 10 years' time, I'll be 20, and I might be in love. If I'm lucky, I'll be learning, keep the wheels turning, even drive my own car. In 10 years' time, I may live with room to move, running water, a roof above my head. I may be struggling to make ends meet, to buy milk and bread and those little pink sweets. I don't know about the leaders I'll have to follow, the rules they'll put in place. What will become of my human race? Do I also have to worry about the world you're leaving for me?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thirapat Sukpanon. I am a student from Culinary Technology and Service, Suandusit University, Trang Center. For my presentation, I would like to discuss firstly about challenges for leaders in the future. If you ask me about what are the challenges for the future leader, my answer are the changes. There are many changes happening that future leaders will be faced, including, number one, a more aged population than ever before. We won't just be fighting with the fact that the world's population is exploding, but people are living longer than ever, which is great, but all those senior citizens are going to require more care. In the future, as that increase starts to happen, we will need better care for the elderly and perhaps policies to allow more immigrants to try and make up for aging workforce. Number two, the evolution of social media. Social media has complicated the way we communicate for the better part of a decade. Even most people get their news from it now. What might social media look like in 30 years? And by that time, what are some threats it might pose? The world with no privacy for one, that is one problem we are already seeing. Social media brings in many problems of cyberbullying too. Then there is also the problem of extensive fake news remains. If individuals spend months, years, even decades of their life exposed only to unreliable news sources, it does not good indication for civilized society. Number three, AI's dominance in our lives. There is a prediction that suggests artificial intelligence will one day become more powerful than human intelligence and improve itself at an exponential rate. It cannot deny that AI is going to get more powerful. In the case of gene editing, the technology and AI community will need to consider the ethical and societal implications of their work, because AI come to shape more realm of our life, from healthcare to financial markets. AI is poised to change how we live and work in intense ways. Number four, environmental problems. Our environment is constantly changing. There is no denying that as our environment changes, the need to become increasingly aware of the problems that surround it, with a massive influx of nature disaster, warming and cooling periods, different types of weather patterns, and much more. People need to be aware of what types of environmental problems our planet is facing. Global warming has become an undisputed fact about our current livelihoods. Our planet is warming up, and we are definitely part of the problem. However, it isn't the only environmental problem that we should be concerned about. The future leaders need to prepare themselves to cope with challenges in order to be ready for the future to come. Secondly, I would like to discuss about the future leaders and world peace. The qualification that future leaders should have for building and retain the peace in the world. In this case, I would like to give an example of political leadership which can give us the clear picture on this. Although the world changes every day, I believe that everlasting peace is the most important element for everyone in the world to live happily together. Peace is not only the absence of war and hatred, but also the presence of cooperation, compassion, and worldwide justice. Everlasting peace means respect to human rights, initiative to reduction of poverty, and equal access to education and economic opportunity for all. By creating the everlasting peace is essential thing for all the leaders in 21st century to realize and take into action. Thirdly, I would like to discuss about global leader. People tend to seek leaders who have a strong character, clear picture for the future, and talk fluently. They are often praised by the results. However, I think now people also care about the process used to achieve the outcome. Therefore, future leaders for the sustainability need to have qualities that were not required in the past. I think you have to be enthusiastic to create a better world and have strong principles, risk being flexible and realistic. In addition, you have to be patient and capable to collaborate and work together with others. Consider to take risks and give the benefit to people. Finally, I would like to say, a future leader needs to have morality and consciousness. They need to bear the responsibility of their actions. It doesn't matter how smart you are or how much ability you have. If you are selfish and use authorized power in improper ways, you may be a part of the problem that is ruining the world. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for Mr. Tirapat. I can see why he can sing because his voice got echo, when he's talking about echo. So it's good for, for people who can sing the song. Okay, now we try to open to the floor. If anything that you want to ask from speaker number 1 to speaker number 4, if anything that you want to ask them, you can take the mic, mention your name, from which faculty, and then you can ask the speaker. Open to the floor now. Okay, no problem. If you don't have anything to ask, I will end my job here as a moderator. Again, Kok Kung Kap, terima kasih. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Azhar Kasim, and all the presenters from UUM and SDU.
At this time, we are going to have second panel discussion on social media and future leader. We have chairperson representative from Suwandusit University Trang Center, Ms. Sawapan Palasuwan. Please welcome.
Okay, selamat pagi. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Dr. Bhatia. Good morning,อาจารย์ทรงศักดา and good morning, Dr. ขวัญหทัย I'm Sawapan Palasuwan. I'm lecturer and sorry, good morning, everyone as well. Okay, I would like to say welcome all of you again. I'm Sawapan Palasuwan. I'm a lecturer in culinary technology and service. Okay, at Trang Center. Okay, I have something to tell Ajahn Kasim. In our session, I still have a pretty girl. You can see that. Okay. In the first session, the presenter delivered the speech about building leadership capacity and the future leaders. And this session, we are going to share the idea about social media for the future leader. Okay. Before we start, I would like to, we will start with the lady first. Okay, before we start, I would like to introduce her. Okay, the first lady, Miss Ploy Chompu Wattana Jirotgun. She is a currently student in tourism and hospitality management, Suwandusit University, Trang Center. She was a Suwandusit Shining Star in 2017. She has an experiences in Thai and English MC. She participated in ASEAN University Youth Summit in 2019 in University Utara, Malaysia. Her research completed on development guideline for Trang Cake gastronomic tourism route Trang province. So please welcome Miss Ploy Chompu.
Selamat pagi. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ploy Chompu Wattana Jirotgun. I am a student from Tourism and Hospitality Management, Suwandusit University, Trang Center. Firstly, I would like to discuss about social media and future leader. Everyone knows that technology refers to applications and gadgets that are designed to allow people to do things quickly and conveniently. Technology has forever changed the way we live and made the world a much smaller place. For example, coronavirus. AI can find out the symptoms of infected people earlier than people does. Reddit.com mentioned that the algorithm doesn't use social media posting because that data is too messy. It correctly predicted that the virus would jump from Wuhan to Bangkok, Seoul, Taipei, and Tokyo in the day following intentional appearance. Surveillance data collected by healthmap.org show confirmed cases of the new coronavirus in the world. In my opinion, first thing that technology leaders should have is global mindset. Be enthusiastic to participate in external developments, bringing good things to people in the country. Second thing is, they have to think strategically, because changes can occur very quickly, but the resources are limited. Third is the communication skill and interpersonal skills are necessary, because in working with various partners and colleagues from different generations, different mindset, different background, and different lifestyle need a strong and flexible communication skills. The adaptability are also important for leaders, that they can handle changes and critical solve the problems, as well as the flexibility skills, which they are able to listen to different opinions, to open up the world and learn something new, that is different from what you are familiar with. I also would like to give an example of online influencer. The first person is Warren Buffett, an American billionaire, investor, and philanthropist who is the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. He is considered one of the most successful investors in the world. The interesting part is that Warren Buffett has just opened his social media for 4 or 5 years ago, but he has followers around the world. No matter what he says, people will always be interested and interpret it deeply. From him, I have learned many life philosophy, such as, it took 20 years to build a reputation, but it only took 5 minutes to destroy it. Or our life only needs to do a few things correctly. And my favorite his philosophy is, if you buy things you don't need, soon you have to sell things you need. It's not just about investing. You can follow his other idea to apply into your daily life. In addition, he donates more than 85% of his assets he has in Bill Gates Foundation to help the world. Second person is Mark Zuckerberg, the founder and CEO of Facebook, which has the most users in the world. The outstanding point is that he is the youngest billionaire in the world at the age of 31, and he has built social networks that are used by people around the world. He donates 99% of his success he has on Facebook to a non-profit organization he founded with his wife. These organizations were established to develop human potential in various fields, such as health, education, research, and energy. All he does is to make the world better. We are not surprised that he is regarded one of the most powerful people in the world, with more than 116 million followers on Facebook. Once he said, some people dream of success, while others wake up and work hard for it. These two persons give you an example of online leaders in new social media, because they can guide you a direction, inspiring vision, and create something new. The social media will bring you closer with them. You can follow their mindset and adapt into your daily life. That's why social media can make you a better person, a better leader, if you use it to develop yourself in the right way. Finally, I would like to discuss about the developing digital students leaders. In the past, the university developed students in the Industrial Revolution era. But today, we live in the digital era. It is a big gap. University must be up to date because some knowledge are still in the 50 years ago. Looking back to the last 10 years, we never think that we can get the food just by using a thumb. Therefore, we have to adapt ourselves to the digital era. For example, in study of finance, the students still have to study economic, account, and traditional finance, but the university must also apply design thinking, AI, coding, blockchain for students to have more skill sets that can be useful in the digital era. The university helps the students to have an entrepreneurship skills by giving a real experiences, because the theory and practice are having big difference, and the theory is sometimes too old for the digital era. Therefore, education needs to be more focused on operations. Students should take internship with a startup company, because the young generation can easily understand technology in digital era, which we have to find a leader who can understand and have skill in 21st century deeply, to train others, especially for us. The most important thing is, no one is better than anyone. You must learn to do, to fail, to cope it by yourself. Even if you are success, doesn't mean you will success forever. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you, Miss Ploy Champu. Yes, no one better than anyone, I think is the good thing, good idea. Okay, so we are going to move to the second presenter. Okay, is the handsome guy. Okay. Mr. Supavit Tawika Yujan. He is a student from Culinary Technology and Service, Suandusit University, Trang Center. He is interested in culinary service. He has an experiences in Thailand Ultimate Chef Challenge 2019 in Bangkok Classic Thai Cuisine, as well as Joy Phuket Hotel Craft Skill Challenge 2019 in Phuket for Modern Thai Southern Cuisine. He is also University Futsal representative. Please welcome Mr. Supavit Tawika Yujan.
Thank you, Teacher O. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Supavit Tawika Yujan. I am a student from Culinary Technology and Service, Suandusit University, Trang Center. For my presentation, I would like to divide my presentation into 3 parts. Firstly, I would like to talk about technology and leadership. From my point of view, leaders refer to someone who can motivate people to move forward and develop them to the better way. Therefore, leadership is so much important because they can be an example for others. If leaders do something, people will try to follow the way they do. Basic technology that leader can use to inspire people are internet, which offer them knowledge as well as you can share and expand the idea. They can use Google, YouTube, Wikipedia, Facebook, and Twitter. The technology leader must be able to think critically as well as realize the result occur from certain behavior. They also need to have public consciousness in order to achieve the certain goal in developing the country. Nowadays, most of leaders use technology as a medium of communication to make them get more and more followers from using Facebook. For example, uploading the video that they have a delicious dishes or something interesting. The other people will try to do that the same things or even find the same food to eat. Therefore, if you post something that inappropriate, like posting violent video and unattentive, followers could try to do it too. Secondly, I would like to discuss about the opinion leaders in new social media. For me, social media is the world of internet society, which the user can write blog articles or even share their experience, photos, or video clip through the social network. Around the world, there are almost 4 billion people who use social media in everyday life, which use as a platform to represent themselves and connect to the people around them. Social media can help us to spread the news quickly and can be reached to large number of people. There are many interesting things available in the social media, such as knowledge and entertainment. But sometimes the information available can be trusted or untrustworthy. Social media can help to develop various leaders, as there are a large number of people using social media. Therefore, the person who want to Therefore, the person who want to become a leader can share their idea and inspire people to act accordingly, can reach to the number of people through the use of social media. For me, I use social media to add a platform of being a leader by creating YouTube channel and Facebook fan page to introduce the cooking knowledge. As I study culinary technology and service, which is a platform for my future to represent myself as a leader for the culinary field. Thirdly, developing digital student leaders. The digital era is an era that technology has changed dramatically with the invention of AI. In the world of civilization, people use internet as a community sharing. It's absolutely make change to the way we live because it's conveniently and quickly the change and advancement in technology derived from the advancement of human potential across human limitation. In developing digital student leaders, the school, university, and the parent need to develop digital literacy as the basic of life learning, which include critical thinking, online safety skill in order to use it safely, digital culture knowing to change in culture through the use of technology, and collaboration and creativity, finding information through online, communication and etiquette. This is important in using social media, which to have etiquette in use technology and functional skills, which refer to English communication skills. Nowadays, in searching information, it is easy at one click. There are plenty of information available in the digital era, which is very helpful for developing student leaders. In using the different digital tools, helping the student to have creativity and develop their potential by creating new innovation in their related field and can share their experience with others online. It is the initial step for the student to become student leaders in the digital world. The knowledge and skill are not only limited in online. It appears everywhere around us and every single thing that we face. Therefore, look for it. Is it allow you? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Supavit Tawika Yujan. I always forget his name. Okay, we are going to move to the representative from University Uttara Malaysia. Okay, we are going to start with Miss Halimantun Sadia Abdul Rahman with title The Power of Leader Voice in Creating Better Team. Halimantun Sadia Abdul Rahman is an undergraduate student in University Uttara Malaysia. She is studying in Bachelor of Education Information Technology with honor and a first year student. She achieved the point with 3 grade and officially being accepted in UUM as an undergraduate student for 4-year period of the student. Please welcome Miss Halimantan Sadia Abdul Rahman.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon to all audience and all the professor. Sorry,ฉันชื่อ Halimatun Sadia bint Abdul Rahman and I'm from University of Uttara Malaysia. Okay, so today what I'm going to tell you about the power of a leader's voice in creating better team. Why I choose a leader's voice? Because I believe each of us has a voice that we just waiting time to show it off to all the audience. And I believe all of us are deserved to be a leader, and all of us are created to be a leader. As I am a leader of my presentation. That's why I need to lead all by myself and present well. First, let's get to know the meaning. The leader, person who leads or commands a group, organization, or country. Even in our classroom, a leader is still a leader. in a family, we need a man to lead our family. And I need a man to lead my life. Okay. And the second one is leadership, about developing people and help each other reach their potential. Actually, leadership is one of the set that we need to have each of us need in ourselves. So it's a set of rules that we need to encourage people to be better person. And next is leader's voice. Leader's voice tool to influence other people in your organization. If we want to order someone to do something, we need to use our leader's voice. If we want to make some changing in our organization, we need to use our voice. That's because. How do leaders talk? First, understand that leadership language is different. Actually, when we talk in an organization, if we want to be a leader, we cannot talk. We cannot talk like we're talking in our friends, because we want to commend someone, we want to give the rule to someone, so we need to talk like a leader. You need to be clear what you want in your team, and control your organization. You is the head of your organization, so you need to arrange your organization well. Next, know what you want. Actually, as a leader, we know what I want. Like I say, I want to be a volunteerism in my organization. So I need to present well. I need to say to all my teams that we go to volunteerism, so we show our best and we show our hard work to do the best. And next is use but very carefully. Why I mention this? Because each of us, someone give us their idea to making something. So someone give me a paperwork, then I say, yeah, you did well, but yeah, the but words actually giving so many meanings. You can replace it. It's a great word. However, see, words really play really great in our organization. How to speak more influently. Remember that you are the message. I am this message of my presentation. You are the message of your organization. So this is why, remember your message, what you want to give to your team, what you want to do to create better team, and make bold statements. Of course, if, let's say, as I mentioned before, I want to do volunteerism, so I need to give to my team. We need to do our best in our volunteerism. Use strong words. It's the same meaning as make bold statements, and then tell stories. You cannot serious all the time. Sometimes you need to do joke, because in our life, if we need some sense of humor. So that is why I mentioned that point. Next, build your own confidence. Actually, we all have something in our mind. We have something that we want to share to our student, we want to share to our team. So this is, so you need to build your own confidence. Don't be distracted by criticism. All of us are surrounded by toxic people, right? They will judge us. You're short, you're dark, you're fat. But in team, they're not judge our appearance. They will say, oh, you're not good. You're not too good in our team. So that's okay. That's their opinion. But if you think that you are the best in your team, just go on. Because if you believe in yourself, then make it realize. Second, same point. Believe in yourself. Do not afraid of storm, because each of our organization, we have head of our team, right? So we need to impress them. They are the storm. So if you riding the safe ship, you will be okay. Next, motivate yourself. Actually, when I want to motivate myself, I always go to Google and Google some stuff that can encourage you. Just such as, if you expect nothing from somebody, you are never disappointed. Just make something that will encourage yourself. Make something that you will make yourself better. Okay? Okay, this is type of leader power. First is legitimate power. I'm gonna tell you roughly. First is legitimate power, which is this kind of street leader. Okay, second is information power, who is pack of information of herself. Expert power, which I have Also, like senior in an organization, for reward power, which is they always give you something like money or praise to cheer you up. 5, coercive power. Coercive power, actually, coercive power is the opposite of reward power. A leader who in coercive power always to judge their team, always to find their team's mistake. But this is for their own good. But actually, it will affect your emotions team. 6, referent power, which is leader with lots of referent power, may have many connections. This is good for okay, 7, charismatic power. Charismatic leader have the ability to influence others. This is what we want. Charismatic power. And 8, moral power. Moral power is exhibit ethical leadership being placed on pedestal, which is they can control their emotions team. They can control their emotion on also their teams. And lastly, manners a leader should have. Actually, when we hold organization, should have these 2 types: attitude and common sense. Actually, if we living as a person, we should have these 2 types: attitude. Wherever we go, we need to manage our attitude well. And whenever we go, we have to have the common sense, because nowadays people don't have this common sense. If people talk in front of you, you need to shut your phone. If people talk in front of you, you need to pay your attention. And lastly, there we will create better team, which is give everyone autonomy. Autonomy is mean a leader will make a decision, so their teams can give idea to support each other, treat everyone the same, take time to be up in each other's space, responsibility and accountability. When you create better team, when you be a great leader, you will create a better team. And thank you. That's all from me. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you for the speed. The title, The Power of Leader Voice in Creating Better Team. And okay, we are going to move the last presenter and also from UUM University. Okay, Miss Charima Saruwaida Abbas with title Improving Student Leadership in Community Program. Okay, her profile, Charima Ruwaida Abbas is a social work lecturer at the Social Work Program School of Applied Psychology, Social Work and Policy, University Uttara, Malaysia. Her area of specialization and research interests are disaster management and humanitarian assistance, disaster psychosocial, social work practice, supervision group work, community work, and art and play therapy. She has responded to disaster relief for local and international level during Indian Ocean tsunami, Chile earthquake, Balakot, Pakistan earthquake, Syria war, Bosnia war, and many more. Okay, please welcome Miss Charima.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Moderator, and it's pleasure and so humble to be here with all of you, and especially with the young leaders. You know, I'm sitting with them and listened to them earlier. And being the last speaker is actually good and not so good. Good because all of other people's already mentioned what I need to say, so I can be short. And also good because I know everybody is looking forward for a good lunch. We saw that earlier. Everyone's already prepared for that. So I will try to make it, sweet and short. Okay, let's go. Oh, sorry. So my title here today is Improving Student Leadership in Community Program. Well, we in the university, we're not isolated with the community. So university itself is a community, and obviously the people outside from the university is a community, okay? So we are actually part of the community, and we also are the community. And if you see this picture, can I see the, well, that's okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, so how do we want to improve, being a community leaders? Can I have a hand here? How many of you are leaders? How many of you consider yourself as leaders? Can I have a hand? Can I have a hand? How many of you consider yourself as leaders? Can I have a translation? Because maybe some of them may not understand me well. Can you ask them how many of them consider themselves as leaders?
โอเคไม่ทราบในที่นี้มีสักกี่คนที่อยากจะเป็น leader คะคิดว่าตัวเองมีความเป็น leadership
So can I see the leaders here? Awesome. And how many of you consider yourself as community leaders? Can I see the hands? Okay, so how can we improve that? Okay, we have to remember, thank you so much, Madam Moderator. Can I have the thingy? Okay, thank you. We have to understand there is no power of change greater than a community discovering what it cares about. So actually, being a leader, we need to know what actually in the community. Okay, we need to be part of it. We need to work with the community. It's not working alone. Okay, you cannot be a leader if you're working alone. I mean, even yourself, even you don't consider yourself a community leader, but you are. You are the community leaders among your friends here, among your university community, okay? So we have to go outside and work with the locals. We need to get them involved, okay? And you see in the picture here, this is from a previous program that was mentioned earlier. Our students here are actually going to the community and try and clean the river around the villages around there. And they actually work this with the community themselves, okay? How people learn how to lead in the community. Well, I put this picture. These are my parents, and that's my late father. Okay, if you ask me, what is how I started with the community work? It's from my dad. My father used to be a village leader. So every time he goes out to the villages and see people, I will follow him. So I have a mentor, I have a role model to actually demonstrate to me how is it like to work with the community. So in order for us to improve on how can we work with the community, we need to work with someone. We need to work with someone that we can guide us, okay? So having a mentor is very important, and observe how other people do their work is very important. Okay, next, in order to recruit, okay, we have to include and teach others to become leaders. Partly, yes, through the role model, but we also need to see who is the next who's the next, groups that can actually lead the next project, for instance. So you need to see your juniors. You need to look around, observe who can actually be the next community leaders. So it's important to get them involved. just now from the keynote speaker, if I'm not mistaken, I heard that learning by doing. So we cannot just sit there in the committee by doing nothing. So we have to actually do something with that, okay? So we need to find the people with a potential leadership skill who interested with that, okay? So normally we know about that. One of the things that we need to support when someone make a mistake. This is not about like not discouraging them, but we need to give positive enforcement. We need to give positive empowerment. All right, it's very important as the leaders. We need to empower others. So in the community, there are numbers of people in a vulnerable situation. So being sensitive, being empathy to the needs of the community is very important about that, all right? You need to dream big. Just now, Halimatun said, don't afraid about the storm, motivate yourself. Okay, so don't afraid about the storm. Take the challenge, go outside, do with that. Okay, work with the community. Do something, make a difference. You are the leaders. You are going to be the future leaders. And in Malaysia, in another 10 years from now, we're going to be an aging society. And these are the leaders who are going to lead us. And I'm already like 50 years old. Hey, this year I'm 50 years old, okay? I'm proud with that. Because, being a half century, I have traveled and do a lot of things, and I still work with the youngsters. So, my heart is still with you guys, and I can see we're going to have a great leaders in the future. So I'm not to worry about my retirement time, okay? Dream big to create your personal, this is already, right? Okay. Walk the talk. It's very important when you do something, when you have the vision, when you think about something, walk the talk. A lot of the leaders in the community, sometimes they just give promises, right? You see a lot of leaders just give promises. They don't actually walk the talk. So it's very important to improve the community services, having a leaders that walk the talk. Meaning to say, you really have to actually do, even if it's small thing, and don't have to be a big vision. In the community, you need to start from the grassroots, okay? It's very important being a leader, as all of you already heard earlier, you need to listen to people. And especially in the community, being a community leader, you need to listen to the community. It's very important to get them involved. It's very important that we hear what actually they need. It's not that, hey, this is my idea, I have this grant to do it, let's do it. No, it may not be relevant to the community. Okay, so get them to involve and listen to them. Is important because we cannot underestimate them. We cannot say that this person is not holding any position, so he may not know anything. But you know what? They are the ones that were living with that situation, so they are the expert. Don't think that we are the community leaders, we are the expert. But the people themselves are the expert, all right? And then you need to decide that you are the person to take responsibility for the community. Okay? A lot of the time in the community, people think, oh, don't worry, Mr. A will do it. Oh, don't worry, Mr. C will do it. And at the end, no one actually do it. A lot of people, they just like to talk, but they don't want to do the work. I say doing work is not easy. Doing work means you need to take a lot of responsibility. You need to learn to take risks. Taking risks is not something that people want it. And sometimes if you notice, if anything goes wrong in the community, Then you got community leaders who like to blame others. Oh, this is not my province, this is not my jurisdiction, and things like that. So it's very important here we learn to take a responsibility, all right? So here, you have to make a decision to lead and view yourself that you are a community leader. That's very important about that. It's very important as a leaders in any organization, and even so in the community base, we need to set goals. Who make this goal? Are we the community leaders who make the goals? Are we the only one makes the goal? No. So who makes the goal? Who makes the goal? I cannot let you go for your lunch. Obviously, the community themselves need to set the goals together. All right? The goal needs to be set with the community. So it has to be a short-term goal and it has to be a long-term goal. And the goal must be doable. Meaning to say, it's something that can be done. It's something that practically can be done. It's something that can be managed. That is something that within the budget. All right? That's very important about that. And being a community leader, you have to be flexible. This is not about working in the air conditioning area. This is not about working in in the office that may have all the electrical supplies, and so why not? But you gotta go to the community. You have to go and do dirty work, all right? Be willing to do that because it's very important as a community leaders. It has to show, you yourself have to show that this is something that I'm willing to do for this community. I don't mind about doing the dirty work. I don't mind about going to the very end of the villages. So as long as we can achieve something, right? We must also learn to work with everyone. Here, you cannot be judgmental. You cannot be picky on who you want to work with. You cannot be picky in which area you want to work with. You have to be flexible. All right? They may have different view. They may practicing different culture. They may practicing different religions. But we have to respect them as the community. So we have to learn to work with them. Work with the community. It's very important here. You get them together, listen to them, and see what actually their issues and problem. So it's important you meet this kind and find the solution together. This is where the grassroots level starts. It has to be from the grassroots level. So sometimes you may have to go to the community and get people from all backgrounds to discuss together. Not necessarily those who have the position, but also maybe the representative from youth, representative from the senior citizen, representative from the women. Those you need to include as well. And discuss together is important in order to find a right solution. And be the change you want to see in the world. Okay, I'm trying to say here. Jong long moi sang quoim blien blank yang ting queen yak hen bong look. Be the change you want to see in the world. Okay, so you are the one that needs to do that. All right, because we are community leaders, so you want to do this, you have to do this. We want to do this together. And thank you very much. Kap Boom Kap. If you have questions, you can always ask, or you can email me over there. All right? Thank you again.
Okay, thank you so much, Sherry. for your the great speech to deliver to our student. Okay จงลงมือทำอย่างที่คุณอยากเห็นใช่ไหมคะ จำไม่ได้ Okay okay all of this is the speech from our session the social media for and the future leader okay so have any question from the floor okay so I really believe that you guys can be a good leader. Okay, so from this session, I would like to say thank you for all of the presenter from UUM and from Suwanndusit University as well. And thank you so much for this session. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you, Ms. Sawapan Palasuwan and all the presenters from UUM and SDU. For this time, I would like to ask Mr. Songsakda Chianukla. For this time, I would like to ask Mr. Songsakda Chianukla, the Deputy Director of Suwanndusit University Trang Center, to present the souvenirs to Associate Professor Dr. Batia Muhammad. Associate Professor Dr. Masida Ahmad. Please welcome. And Mr. Azahar Kasim.
During this time, I would like to ask all the participants to evaluate the seminar online as appear on the screen.
อาจารย์แล้วก็นักศึกษานะคะช่วยข้างๆนะคะช่วยอาจารย์จาก UUM แล้วก็นักศึกษาเขานะคะในการสแกนเพื่อจะประเมินด้วยนะคะ เปิดจากมือถือของเราก็ได้นะคะเพราะเรามีอินเทอร์เน็ตอยู่แล้วข้างๆเขาอาจจะไม่มีนะคะ
Excuse me, guys. The 5 for excellent. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 for excellent. Thank you.
We give you a few 4 minutes. We come to the final of SDU and UUM Student Leadership Seminar 2020, Building Leadership Capacity and Future Leader. As the organizer, I would like to welcome Assistant Professor Dr. Korawin Khemapan Manat, Academic Assistant to the Director, Sondusit University, Trang Center, for the closing remark. Please welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to have all of you from University Uttara, Malaysia, to Suandusit University, Trang Center. I hope that you had fruitful discussions on building leadership capacity and future leaders. Thank you to all the speakers, presenters, and all of the participants. Finally, on behalf of Suandusit University, I would like to express our appreciation to Associate Professor Dr. Batia Mohammed, and Associate Professor Dr. Masida Ahmed, and Assistant Professor Dr. Kwan Hathai Cherchu, and all participants from UUM and SDU. I would like to close my remarks and officially announce the end of SDU and UUM Students Leadership Seminar 2020, Building Leadership Capacity and Future Leaders, wishing prosperous future for all participants from UUM and SDU. Thank you และขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you, Assistant Professor Dr. Garavin Khemapan Manat, Academic Assistant to the Director, Sondusit University Trang Center for the closing remark. For now, we are going to have group photos. All the lecturers from UUM and SDU, please come in the front for group photos. Please welcome. And students, please also join the photos in the front.